What's up from New York City, everybody? I hope you're all staying safe and I hope you're all staying healthy. Out here on a morning walk with my girlfriend. You know how this is one of the favorite times because there's nobody on the street, so I get to be maskless for a little bit. So I'm staying grateful for that in this moment. I wanted to shoot a quick vid while I was on this walk with my girlfriend, and I'm gonna call it talent or hard work. Why is this coming to mind? It's coming to mind because yesterday we were listening to a podcast with Steven Tyler from Aerosmith. A lot of stuff on that podcast, but what stuck out for me was when he was speaking about his role in America's Got Talent. He said that people go up there, they begin to sing, and then if they're voted off, they consider that the end of their journey singing. And it was interesting because what Steven Tyler said is actually, that's just the beginning. He recounted his stories about when Aerosmith first started. Aerosmith first started. And the fact of the matter is, he said he sucked. And he said actually those clubs that he played in when they were first starting, that was his training ground, so that he can hone his craft, so that he could become the Steven Tyler that you know in Aerosmith today. Now, why am I bringing this up in this moment? Because frequently, it's so exciting when, as an educator, and I've been in education for over 15 years at this point, as an educator, it can be so exciting when you get someone and you get to serve them in sharing knowledge with somebody who is naturally intrinsically talented. And I find, I won't say all the time, but I will say often, when someone has intrinsic talent and things come easily, they don't work that hard. They don't have that grit. When they fail, they're knocked off their horse pretty quickly, actually, and it takes them a longer time to get back on it. I find that the people that work hard and have to struggle a little bit more for the gift, I find that those people actually have a lot more grit, they have a lot more resilience, and resilience is really what this life is all about. Nobody succeeds all the time, all right? The issue isn't about how many times you succeed in this life. The issue is how many times you get knocked off the horse and you get back on it. And hard work is what gives you that ability to have a little bit of struggle in your life and to see what it is like to move through that struggle, to work hard, to see that slow incremental progress, to have the small victories and not just wait to celebrate the huge victory at the end. Because the truth of the matter is that as human beings, we work better with progress, not with goals. And when we work hard, that's when we're forced to celebrate the little wins so that we can keep on going to actually the grand prize. And as we all know, in this life, there really is no grand prize. There's just a series of goalposts that maybe give us a little break, and we get to celebrate that. My girlfriend has this rule: celebrate yourself or beat yourself up for 24 hours. After that, you're done and you move on, you know, and that is the truth. And I think that when we work hard, as opposed to just intrinsically talented, and I'd like to share this about intrinsically talented. I've met very few people who are just naturally gifted and talented. Usually what we count as talent is actually us only seeing part of the story. We usually see the peak and we don't see the mountain. So like we assume that Steven Tyler is this amazing like showman and stuff. Not the case. He sucked for years before he made it big in Aerosmith. So that's something else to be very cognizant about. Talent is the work that it takes to actually exhibit your talent is actually something that is oftentimes held close to the vest. So we view it as this thing that is so difficult to achieve when actually the fact of the matter is it's the hard work that's difficult. It's not so much the intrinsic talent. And when it comes down to it, when we put in that work, when we see that slow, steady progress, when we're working towards that larger goal, and then after that 24 hours of celebration, we get back on it to work towards the next larger goal. It's the hard work that gives us that grit, that allows us to keep on stepping up, no matter how many times we get knocked down, so that we can realize everything that really we all strive to achieve, whether it's in service to other people, which I think is one of the highest and most important things that we can do. I'm sorry, I thought a bug was crawling on my leg, and I freak out in the wilderness, people, please. Anyway, right, and I think that when it comes down to it, it's that hard work that really that's what makes the goal. The goal isn't wonderful in and of itself. The goal is wonderful because of all of the things. My motorcycle, somebody just drove off with it, just kidding. It's not the goal that's so wonderful. It's all of the work that we went through, all of the challenges that we overcame. That's the real prize. I hope you thought this was useful, and I hope it was a little fun. It's a little bit noisy here in New York, at least in the streets, not in walking, but in the cars. Have an amazing rest of your day. Stay safe, stay healthy. Take care, everybody. Talk to y'all later. Later.